Hello everybody, my name is Michael, and we're going to continue our little Elaim Lois treasure hunt. I really enjoy this area. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. It feels more like a real castle, well, sort of, compared to some of the things in like Drangleic Castle, which has a more fantasy feel to it. I believe that guy's going to attack us from over there, which is total bullcrap, and we're just going to have to come down here. I hate this. Look at this. Yeah, he's going to turn around and attack us, so you can't linger on here. And there are some sort of ramparts and boards here, and a ton of enemies, so, you know. Ah! That crummy little shield doesn't look... I don't think we can get that shield. That doesn't look like it'd stand up to the might of the Drake Keeper's axe. We are being... Oh, Priest Chime +8. That's... could potentially be useful to me, actually. Very useful, because I plan on getting some old, some faith on this character, depending on how I want to go, and I do have quite a few souls. We're going to be going to yet another Night of Elaim Lois, although there's still a lot more stuff to do before we get to the boss. I think there are 2 more of these guys over here. The level design itself, I should highlight, I do enjoy quite a bit. I think it is done very well, and would be, like with the other ones, I think could be classed as a fairly modestly good level in Dark Souls 1 or Demon Souls. It's just that the enemy design is terrible. In Dark Souls 1, the more you play it, the more you realize just how much extra time they spent making new, diverse enemies to fight. For instance, in the Darkroot Garden, there's some sort of weird frog, mushroom type thing, and he's in one little section during one little part, and that's it. That's his entire run through the whole game, but they spent time modeling him, designing him, crafting him, and they just used him there, and that was it. The same thing in Darkroot Garden. There's like an evil stick insect thing that's... you may play the game and literally just not even notice. Just like you might not even notice this ladder going up, which we will go up now. And you might not even notice that little stick insect guy, or the frog guys, because they're actually in like sort of a semi-hidden area that's kind of closed off. But they took the time to make him, and I think that's fantastic. And this is taking us out to the bridge where we first encountered the golem with the lance, right over there. There's a little faster way to get down here. Although, really, if you're going to run through, you're going to have to run through some guys anyway, so it's not that much faster. And I believe there is a lance guy down here. No, it's not. It's one of the spear guys. The lance guy is below here. And there's so many interesting monsters and creatures that they made, and it wasn't just humanoid guys. It feels like the levels were a bit too big for their britches, and we were all happy hearing that, oh, the levels are going to be a lot bigger. The overall game is going to be much bigger than it was in Dark Souls 1. That's going to be good. Well, actually no, it was actually better when it was tighter and smaller. For instance, in Demon Souls, it only took me about 20 hours to defeat all of Demon Souls in my first playthrough, compared to 80 hours on the other game, on Dark Souls 1 and 2. And 80 hours, that's a significant difference from a meager 20 hours. But that 20 hours, I can do over and over and over and over again, because the level design is so exciting and so well done and so well crafted. Damn it. Ooh, I was actually able to withstand that. That's nice. And get the old backstabber, Rooney. It's weird that you can't stand... It's almost like you have to stand slightly to the side to backstab them. You can't stand exactly there. I got the Rampart Golem Lance. It took me for fricking ever to farm it in the last game, and that was with the covetous Gold Serpent Ring. I'm pissed off. But here's what the lance looks like. Not as cool as the Grand Lance, but it's definitely unique, and you do feel like you're wielding a gigantic icicle. And that's pretty cool. Do need a fair bit of dex to use it, though, but it's not that high. 20, that's not that much. Anything out here? Ring of Resistance, that's not useful. I also got last time, I forgot to show this, the Retainer's Staff. Here it is. And this is a really weird staff, in that you only need 18 intelligence to use it, which is very low. Certainly much lower than you'd have when you get to this point in the game. And I believe the casting speed of 80 is very slow. And although it does have high base attack in magic in dark, so maybe this is more for people that were planning on using low-level mage mixed with physical builds, maybe like an arcane knight type build. And that's really cool, I like that, but it was not nearly as cool as playing as a mage knight in Dragon's Dogma, where they really got it right. Staff wielded by the retainers in the cathedral city. Long ago the retainers attended to the priestesses, but with them gone, the retainers were left to wander, frigid aleum lois, without purpose. Huh, okay then. And in this next area we're going to have to go down to a bunch of dogs, and these dogs are... Let's take a look down here. They're all over the place, and I'm going to try to aggro them to get them to come over here. But, you know, now that they're... I mean, I can one-shot them. There's so many of them. I might just want to try to go up and do it on its own. I think I have the bare minimum of poise to avoid being hit once without staggering. Yeah. There we go. If you're having trouble with those dogs in a New Game Plus, you might. Just run down here, get them to run towards you, and then immediately head back up that ladder, and you will, you'll only have to fight them one at a time. When I originally played this level, I accidentally smashed this fighting the dogs, and didn't get this, but it's really nothing. Wilted Dusk Herbs. If you're a caster character, that's pretty good, but you know, you probably have access to heck of a lot of these things at this point. There are 2 more dogs, one there and one to the right, maybe? Maybe there are 3. Yeah, there we go. After the dogs, we're going to be first unlocking a little elevator shortcut, semi-shortcut. It's not that useful a shortcut, but a little bit of a shortcut. And then we are going to be attacked by a pretty nasty invader named... Well, I don't remember what her name was, but she is a witch invader, a caster invader. I think she has the witch's hat, if I remember right. She's going to invade us in a second. We also don't... She's going to invade us down there. We also don't want to go down there because there is a rampart golem, and we don't want to fight both her and the golem at the same time. Now, where is this? I don't remember where this leads. I don't think it's useful. No, this is actually pretty useful, because, yeah, there's a bonfire pretty close to here. But let's go take her out. I'm going to try to give her some of the old poison arrows to try to mitigate the fact that she's a caster. Come on. Come on, honey. There we go. Now, where is she? There she is. And she does have the witch's hat. I'm trying to see what equipment she has, but it's too far away. I think she has hexes, too. Is that the Slumbering Dragon Crush? No, not that. That's the Dream Tree shield that we get in, where is it? The Iron Keep. Belfry Soul, rather. Donna. Castaway Witch Donna. Seriously? Do they expect us to take this seriously? Her name is Donna. Donna the Witch. What do you have, like Fred the Knight? I was trying to do that, but failed. There we go. That was a soul spear she was sending my way. That would have hurt if it had connected. And there's a Knight of Aleum Lois in here. After we kill this dude. Goodbye. Well, maybe one more hit. Goodbye. There we go. Come along, sir. He's going to teleport to the next boss room and wait patiently for us. We can get his armor, too. But it's a little challenging. You gotta, well, not challenging. I mean, you gotta farm it, so you can't. I would say challenging because you can't buy it. Now, which way do I want to go? Do I want to? I'm trying to remember if I can get back to where I want to go, and I'm almost certain that I cannot. I would like to just go back to where I want to go, but I can't. I have to use a homeward bone, or I gotta use my feather to go back to a bonfire, and then go back to where I want to go. And I'm actually going to cut this point and just go back right where I was, right where I need to start the next section, because I would have to repeat a lot of the area again to get there, which is really obnoxious. So I'm going to cut this. Hello there, guys. My name is Michael. I'm picking up where we started off before. I am actually at the area where I said death lurked far below here, near this elevator. And this is right where I want to continue off, where we can get the next Knight of Liam Lewis. Now that the ice is cleared, and now that we have nowhere else to go, let us pop down there. Now the enemies down here are the most obnoxious in the entire Souls series. They are hideous, they are really, really annoying. They just make me cringe when I think about them. They are hedgehogs. They are icy hedgehogs with porcupine spikes, but that can roll like Sonic the Hedgehog. And this may sound like a joke, but it most definitely is not a joke. It is deadly serious. These hedgehogs are some of the most powerful, some of the most obnoxious enemies in the entire game. And they're obnoxious because they break my cardinal rule of video gaming, because they hurt you by touching you. Just going near them, just tapping you, and they will take away a huge chunk of damage away from you. And they don't really have a stable point. They're worse than the bone wheel skeletons, because there's a point where the bone wheel skeletons have obviously stopped rolling, and thus stopped dealing damage. But these guys, even if they're not rolling, just if those spikes are out, they're going to damage you, and you are going to feel it, and it is going to hurt. This is so lazy, so obnoxious, so pointless. I can't stand it. And fighting them is just agony. Now, I think the Great Chaos Fireballs would do some damage against them. I think I could one-shot them in New Game Plus with a +10 Pyromancy Flame and Great Chaos Fireball, and maybe two-shot them now with Great Fireball. But I don't know if I even want to try that. That's really tough. And I switched over to a Great Shield and like the Great Club. I think that's going to be easier for them, because I want to be able to pancake them flat down with a two-handed R2. But this whole, all of these enemies are so obnoxious that I hate that they were put in here. And they put all of these pillars up here to kind of block your view, and you don't know where they're coming. I guess you can kind of use them to hide from them if they try to roll into them, but you can roll away, but it's still really annoying. And I can get, I think, 3-shot them with these fire arrows, and that's not bad, but geez, is it annoying. Come on, where are you? You gotta be in here, come on. There's somewhere around here. What is this, a Twilight Herb? Okay. They gotta be around here. I don't know. There is another one here, and then right after this, we have to fight a truly obnoxious invader called Hexer Nikolai. And Hexer Nikolai can heal himself. He has healing spells. I don't remember that ever happening with invaders in Demon Souls or Dark Souls 1. And if it did, it virtually never happened. I don't remember that at all. Come on, come on. Almost, come on. Just that, I mean, that part, come on, they're being blocked by. The fact that they can heal themselves and drag, and drag the fight out so much longer is agony. I mean, it's just, why? Don't do, you're extending it too far. It's just crazy. And he can spam Heavenly Thunder and really wreck you with that. I mean, really hurt you. And those guys shooting spells at you hurts too. There he is, Hexer Nikolai. And those guys shooting spells at you are annoying. Do not go out in there past this arch and try to engage him, because there are more of those spiny Normans, I guess you could call them. Those obnoxious little hedgehog guys. So don't go out there. He will come to you eventually. But again, that heavenly thunder makes him getting close to you difficult. It makes it tough. You know, I was perfectly okay with the game up until with the DLC up until this point. It was at this oh come on, see this healing? It's freaking crazy. And I mean, I was totally okay with this guy. With this, really saying that little shield block that much? I was totally okay with the DLC up until this point, but this just made it the same old shit like from, thank the Lord, the same old shit from Broom Tower, this bullcrap about, you know, just an arduous trial where you were pitted against the most difficult, irritating enemies imaginable on a gauntlet. But anyway, and not only that, not only do we have to do that, but we have to fight another invader. That's right, there are two obnoxious invaders, one after the other. We have tandem troll invaders, and that is unimaginably lazy. I can try to cheese these guys with spells. They can fall off sometimes, but I don't know exactly how to get them to goad them into doing that. But these are the Prowling Magus guys, and Hexer Nikolai was wearing the Bishop's type gear that we can get after we fight the Prowling Magus. But anyway, this invader, oh my lord, this invader. He is wearing I think the white ring that we have, and he has a lance and a great shield, and he's fairly well armored and has a ton of health and can flask multiple times. And he will actually run around. He will not stand and fight like a man. He will charge around like a little girl. Don't know why that didn't hit me. Trying as best as he can to run away, heal, and then go fight you. You know, it's like they took the most obnoxious little shit-fuck invader guys who are always flasking like little bitches and made them into a part of the game. It's crazy. I can't believe that. I think I can one-shot these guys with a one-handed R1, but still, it's annoying. I hope there's no more. I might have missed one though. We could open that door later on as a shortcut, but we don't really need that shortcut. So, oh boy, oh, he's here. Whoa, okay. Oh my God, fucking hell! I hate these little things, and I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to hate. Oh shit! I didn't mean to use repair powder there. I shouldn't have to hate little rabbit guys that should be adorable. This is outrageous. Oh, he's already found me. I mean, these guys should have conquered Drang Lake. They're so fucking powerful. Oh, Lord. But this next invader is wearing the white ring, I think, and pretending to be a friendly white phantom, when in fact he is really an invader and trying to kill you. You can get knocked off this ladder, by the way, by those guys if you don't finish them off as they spam spells at you, so it's hard to run through. They've, you know, deliberately decided to stop you from running through. There we go. They don't take too much damage, these guys, the Prowling Magus type guys. It's kind of weird. I think they'd be a little easier to knock down. And I think they are slowly healing themselves, maybe. I think. But anyway, this next invader, tandem troll invaders, that's not acceptable. Fuck that. That's crazy. I can't believe that. Well, they sort of look like trees and so forth, but just not sure about that. Now let's talk about this next invader. He is going to be using something I believe is called the life ring or something like that. Is that the ring he's using? Well, he's using some sort of ring to make himself appear to be a Red Phantom. He is an invader. He's an evil guy, but he's using some sort of ring to make him look like a White Phantom. We might actually have this ring called the White Ring somewhere here that we got in the first, maybe all the way back in the first episode of the game. But he's trying to trick us here. Hi there. This guy is going to drive us crazy, chasing us around this area. He has a fucking lance. He is, yeah, and he's just a little bitch. He just runs around. What he's trying to do, and I'll talk about this after I kill him, and show you what's going on. He's trying to get you to open up a part of the game, that gate that we just passed over there. And if we open up that gate, then he is going to run through it past the boss of the next area. And he can flask, of course. That's such a trollish move. These fucking assholes who made this game. Jesus Christ. I'd suggest we should just run past him, but we need to open a door in order to run to the next area, and he follows us through that door. And he can cause us trouble down there. I don't know where he went now. Is he down here? No, he isn't. I know he goes down there sometimes. So maybe he's behind there? God, I don't even know. He tends to run down here. But God, I don't even know where he went. He will run through this door if we open up the lever through it, so even if you try to run through here, it becomes very difficult. I have no idea where this guy went, but he's almost certainly going to be at full health when we get to him, because he has flasks, and he probably just has an infinite number of them. But even if he has the maximum number you can get, 12, that's outrageous that he would have that many Estus flasks, you know? I don't understand this kind of person. See? And I think he throws corrosive jars at you. He's at full fucking health. I can't believe this. Shouldn't have even tried for that attack there. And his shield will block. Again, he's someone using the Rebel Rain shield, but it's some sort of magic version of it that will actually really block physical attacks, instead of just, you know, be shit with that. Thank the fucking Lord. Oh, thank God. Alright, now let's get into the next area. I can't stand that. That really has brought me down. My mood is completely destroyed after facing two of the most obnoxious invaders in history. It's just so lazy, you know? It's just... That's the problem with it. The two Archers of Anor Londo I don't consider trollish. I think that's a great design play. I mean, it's a great design feature for the gameplay. It works really well. It's interesting. It's super challenging, but there are ways around it to make it less challenging. This is just taking... I mean, it's rubbing your nose in something in the game that really, really sucks. And that is really, really terrible. You know, it's like when somebody does something bad, you're supposed to kind of shy away from it, say, oh, I'm sorry I did that stupid thing, I'm sorry about that. But this is like them taking the worst aspects of the multiplayer and then just making it part of the single player, and even more difficult, because that guy is much harder than any single player would be. I don't understand anymore why people do the things they do. It feels like a really jerky thing to do, like a dope would highlight his own idiocy. Alright, now in this next area, we have another bizarre situation where a character from another section shows up for no explicable reason. We're actually going to run into the Jabba the Hutt demon. That's right, it's the covetous demon, who, for some reason, is down here? I don't know. I mean, we got the impression from the soul of the covetous demon that he was he was a person whose flaws turned him into this hideous creature. So I don't know what another one could be doing down there. I'm trying to poison him, I don't think it's working. Whoa! Oh, we are getting 700 damage on him. It's not bad. Can't believe I have to have that repair powder on my quick bar. Just in case a gigantic mass of iron somehow snaps after 5 or 10 minutes. Fuck. There's also an interesting ring in here, which I believe is the counterpart to the Baneful Bird ring, the ring that takes away shield, that gives you extra stability on your shield, essentially. But I believe he drops it, this ring. I think it's the opposite of that ring. It'll allow you to take away stability from shields easier, rather than yours becoming tougher. Maybe 2 more hits here. This is so lazy. So lazy, this whole area. And I know they only had a couple of months to design it, but geez, there are other things in here that aren't lazy at all. And this is just crummy. It's inexcusable. Ivory Warrior Ring. I think that's what that does. Let me take a look at that. There are more of those hedgehog guys back there, of course. Ivory Warrior Ring. Greatly reduced enemy stamina. Okay, it's not the shield, but it greatly reduces enemy stamina. I don't know how effective that is. That doesn't sound like it's... that sounds like something that wouldn't work out in practice. And I think there's a large club plus 6 here, or 7? Large club plus 8. The large club, I'm actually using that in my playthrough of DS1. The large club was really destroyed because it had its own unique moveset in that game, and they completely fucked it up in this one. But oh well. These guys can kill me too, because this can actually be difficult because 2 of them aggro at once. And we can, again, their obsession with not being able to run back to where you were is out in full force. You see, I thought there I had switched to this weapon, but apparently I had not. Look, it's a tiny little thing with tiny little crystals. How in the name of God is that staggering me with my big fucking armor? Dear God. Can't stand that. There might be another one of them in here. I hope we can run past. I know in New Game Plus there are Red Phantom versions of them in here, but by then I have my pyromancy and I can kill them in one hit with a Great Chaos Fireball and bring like 99 Amber Herbs. This is kind of a shortcut, I guess, but this next room is the same as the room before it, except filled with golems, as well as those hideous little hedgehogs. So we're just going to try to run past them. I'm not even pretending anymore. This is just crap. You know, these fucking little hedgehog guys, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, shit. Get to the Knights of Aleum Lois, hopefully. And, okay, we're in. When I first went in there, I painstakingly went through that area slowly, but fuck it, don't do that. That's so dumb. We don't need to do that. This next area, we actually still have quite a ways to go in this next area to get that knight, I believe. But we do get to do something really, really fun. Do not go left and engage those guys. There's no point. We have to fight a lot more of those fucking hedgehogs. It might have been better to go back and rest at the bonfire. Oh, 1 backstab. That's nice. But again, these hedgehog enemies... I hated the bone wheels enough, but the bone wheels are actually a lot better, because you can kind of figure out a way to... I don't know why they were better exactly. You can just felt easier to deal with them than these guys, next to these guys. Oh, 1 hit if they were close up with a Great Fireball. That's something at the very least. But the bone wheels, it just felt easier to deal with those guys. Ugh, 2 guys at once, yet again. It's not like that never happened in Dark Souls. It just feels like it was done better there. There we go. Gonna attack me 2 at 1? then you don't deserve not to be backstabbed. That's how it goes, bros. Alright? Dead. Alright. A lot of bloodstains up here. Just take a look out there at how beautiful this city is. I love this. And look at the cathedral over there. This whole area just looks incredible. Too bad a lot of it plays like shit. And I know what some people may say, it's you playing like shit, not you, the game, but listen, I do badly when I play Dark Souls 1, sometimes. But I know it's entirely me that's doing it. It's not anything else, it's just me. And this, I feel it's more the game that has a bit of a problem than me. And I know that sounds like a very convenient excuse, but, well, I'm not the only one that feels that way. I'm worried about getting knocked off the edge here. I think that's it. I don't think there are any more of these guys. I think. Let's take a look here. Let's free a knight of a lame Lois. But first, we're going to do something incredibly fun. I really love this. Awesome. And now we have a shortcut to over there. I don't know if it's possible to hit this from over there. Now that I think about it, I'm really curious. Can you hit this from way over there? And just to completely bypass that region? I have a feeling the answer to that is no. But, heck, I should have tried that. And here we have, I believe this is the final Knight of Liam Lois that we need to rescue. So the next episode is going to be the boss fight. Hello! You gonna go wait for me? Good. Knight of Liam Lois seeks the chaos. I mentioned a couple episodes ago that the king decided to get involved with the chaos and the primal chaos and the first flame. And I said that was a questionable decision because the first flame is related to the spark of life and energy and the things that we need to create disparities like life and death itself. However, it also seems to be an often evil thing that will create awful stuff, like the hideous demons that it created in Dark Souls 1, and the horrible, monstrous pool of lava that it creates in this game. And the dark is repeatedly referred to as being evil and terrible and, and something forbidden and nasty. However, really what we see of the light soul, or rather, not the light soul, excuse me, of the chaos, of the force of life as opposed to the force of darkness, that's also very evil too. It's saying the dark is evil, but maybe it's evil in its own way. It's sort of the peace of death and destruction, rather than the agony of life and misery and chaos. So, neither side, the force of life of the first flame, or the force of dark, is really good or bad. Both of them seem, actually, if you had to say it, were bad, not good. But, well, I'll leave that for another time, because it's one of Dark Souls' mysteries. But I think I'm going to end right where I began, right over here, hiding from that guy. I will see you guys next time. Praise the sun. We're going to be going after the king in the next one. Have a good day.